Okay, we got a 1997 Ford Contour Mercury Mystique Fender with a hole in it, and we're going to replace it. Well, we're going to take it off and we're going to put it back on. Alright, let's get started. First, going to want to take off that fastener, and let's just do that right now. Alright, let's take that fastener off. Let's do it. 10 millimeter. Alright, here she is. Alright, off to the next one, which is up here. There, and there's one on the other side. So let's do it. Let's get to it. Alright, there it is. Let's get it. Yeah. Now loosen all these up little by little. Ooh. Little by little. Each one. I'm going up now. If you're going to want to do this, the right way, loosen them all up. But these are all, this Fender's okay. You can loosen these up a little bit. It's just when you tighten them all up gradually. A little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there, a little bit there, and then torque them. Torque them down to the right specific torque. And okay, we're going to go up now. Okay, moving on up. Up there. Let's get those. Counterclockwise. Alright, make sure you don't bang anything. Okay, now moving from there down to the bottom here. Okay, you can see it right there. From jacking the car up, it's all bent up. It's blurry, but it's right there. So I'm gonna have to use a pair of pliers and just bend this out. Don't try not to mess up the door up here. But this is the part of the fender. The door's over there. So sorry for the shaking camera, but okay. Got a 10 millimeter open-end wrench, and it turns. How about that? See it turn? Yeah, turn. Ooh, that's rusty. Yeah, hold the fender so don't fall on you. I believe there's a couple up here, but yeah, let's get this off here. And once we have it off there, we can bend this up to its regular normal shape. It's just an old rusty car, and from jacking it up. Okay, next, there's one right in there. It's hiding in there, so we're going to have to take off. Okay, so we're going to pop that off. Alright. Okay, just pop that out, and it comes right out. See how it clips in there? Focus, focus, focus. There we go. That's old Bondo right there. Bondo used to be a bunch of bullet holes in there. Okay, next there's a cap to pop off, and then the screw to twist out with the screwdriver. So get your flathead and a Phillips and start screwing it off. Okay, I had to close the hood for more access, but here's another one. Pop the cap off and take that screw off. Okay, I lifted the hood up, and there was one more to get, I believe, and it's a little star bolt, and that'll release the whole thing. So let's get it. If you don't got time for stupid star bolts, just use a pair of pliers, grab it, and twist. It works. Bolts fail all the time, and if you're working on your own car and you want to have it forever, this is fine. Thank you. Now let's get on. Let's get on. Okay, you really don't have to remove the windshield wiper, but because I found this really clever technique of just lifting up this and then just getting that bolt off really carefully. Just getting that bolt off really carefully. See it down there? It's right. It's hiding under there. If you're doing this professionally, you're going to take both the windshield wipers off and then remove this whole top thing, and then you'll probably have to remove your hood too. maybe. But this is how I do it. You just lift up on here and get your 10mm fastener down in there. Get that out of there, and this fender will come right out. There should be one other one down along the side. This is the underground technique. Take your 10mm, pull up on this, get in there, and I already had it loose from last time I took it off because I had to got a bunch of bullet holes in my fender. I had to patch it up with Bondo, and I'm just taking this off right now just to show you guys how to do it. Removing it, installing it, because I'm a nice guy like that. So there it is, it's loose. You want to grab this. You don't want to bend this rubber too much or it'll deform. So you just want to be careful. And you don't want this bolt falling down. Just kind of wiggle it out. Be careful. And there it is. There it is. This is the quick method. Quick method. Alright, so just kind of pull this out. Wiggle it out. And then look down the side. Let me show you this. If you look down in here, you can kind of see what's going on. And see what it gets stuck on. And then the air intake comes in. I'll show you here in a minute. Just want to see if there's anything in the way. And as I can see, this light switch is in the way, so there's always something. Okay, with just a lot of wiggling, just kind of be careful. And it should right out. All the air intakes in the way. Alright, that's not good. Okay, before you take this whole fender off, you're going to have to remove this fastener right here to get this light off. Okay, just be very careful. You're going to maneuver these wires inside here to where, here I'll show you. Going to be very careful. See, there's the wires, there's the light. I need to glue this piece back on. It just came off, old car. Anyway, this part's the fender, and there's the where the air comes in, which is really cool. It comes in right behind the light. Kind of silly. Alright. If you want to disconnect this, disconnect the electrical battery terminal, and then I'm going to do that. I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to disconnect that battery terminal. 10mm. Disconnect the negative battery terminal if you want to see. There you are. Just pop it on there. Loosen it up. And we'll take the whole car apart today. Okay, we're back. Had to eat some macaroni and cheese and peas. Anyway, this part of the light wants to fall off, so it's old. It's an old car. So I put this, came off a backpack. This this string. It's tied. I tied in the front and then I pushed it to the back. So it's got a double knot in the back. So let's get back to pulling this off. Okay. This bottom part just pops over this. Just be careful. And then maneuver this wire. There's a wire up in here for the light switch. Just kind of maneuver that back in there. And this air duct's got some tape on it. Man, this is messed up. Ew. Anyway, on down, so it just comes right off. Well, some prying force. Oh, I see where it's stuck at. Okay. Oh, there's one more bolt. One more right back in here. Unbelievable. Here, let me show you. One more bolt. It's right there. So I'm going to have to reach through here. Oh yeah. Yep, it's right there. So just take that off. So I'm gonna do it. Okay, we're gonna be over my shoulder, over the shoulder boulder holders. So we're gonna got my wrench down in here. We're turning. Turn. Hold this up while you're turning, because the fastener. You gotta keep it in there straight. All right, we got it. All right, just look at that. Ain't that beautiful? There's the fender. Okay. How to remove and install a fender. Okay, you can see this air thing right here. The air comes in through here, and then it's kind of like a resonator type deal one over here, because that's closed off. So it's kind of like a noise reduction pressurizer thingy. Anyway, this needs hooked on there. This is taped up. Quite unusual. So just gotta put that on there. There we go. Alright. Okay, upon further investigation, this crack right here, there's a little clip back here. So I pushed that inward and clipped that on. And then I'll put some black tape on there. That way the air can suction in there real good. I use some black tape and tape that all up. That way it's all air can mostly stay in there, because it's just being vacuumed, differential pressure sucked up. Not really sucked up, but just different pressure, low pressure, high speed, just being sucked up into the engine. The engine will suck it up in there. Like, it's just a differential pressure. Anyway, I got the fender removed, and now I'm just looking around. This right here it looks like a used part, because this car has been in a wreck before. So the previous owner did some work, but yep, it's just time to put the fender back on. So here we go. So what you want to do is focus on down there towards the bottom of the fender first. So let's do that. Let's focus on down there. While we're here, here's what Bondo looks like on the other side of the fender. Just all pink and hard. It's hard textured or whatever, and there's one hole. But I'm gonna use the pliers and bend these rust portions out. Just bend them so they're straight, so it's easier to put on there. And another problem we want to have is anybody will have is putting it on around the light switch. Just be very gentle. Make sure you have the battery disconnected, because the wire, you might have to take the whole light out, disconnect the wire. Anytime you disconnect wires, electricity, you need to have no electricity going through the circuit. So I always take a negative battery terminal off. Anyway, there's the air intake, and it just kind of I think it's a noise reducer. Anyway, let's just get this on there. Installation is reversal of removal, and yeah, let's see. Get the holes lined up. It's a difficult job. Okay, I'm just going to put a bolt down. Just to get it to stay up. You might need someone to help you do this. I'm just going to get a bolt down just to get the back part staying in position, so I can get the front in where the light is. And as always use a wire brush on the threads. Okay, just get the threads nice and clean. This one's really rusty. Yeah, just get it all clean. Okay, here's a good view of the one fastener. It's right there, right behind the fender. Get that in, and then I already got the top ones in, and then the bottom one I'll have to really pull on to get moving, but it can be done. Alright. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed the fender removal and inspection, and then a little bit of installation. Thank you. Thank you.